So, hi guys, I'm Soham. Thanks, yeah. I have worked as a RJ for over a decade. That's almost 10 years. I was also a cricket commentator. I started my own business and then finally ventured into social media. That's digital content creation, as we all call it. A fancy term, though. Guys, it all begins with a dream, isn't it? We all have our dreams, and sometimes I feel it is the greatest blessing of God. We are probably the only species on this planet that can dream. Next day, when you wake up, you go in front of the mirror. You can imagine yourself as anything. Such a tremendous gift. When I'm standing in front of a mirror, I can imagine myself as a doctor, as a superstar, as a creator, as a father, as a brother, as whatnot. Sometimes I feel to be able to dream is one of the biggest blessings for the mankind. And my story is quite similar. Everything just begins with a dream. Most of you guys must know I started working when I was in 6th standard. I had no school friends and things like that. Let's go forward. I was 18. I was 18 when I got my first full-time commercial job. That salary, new city, everything was new for me, and I was equally excited for my 18th birthday. How many of you think your 18th birthday is really special? You're officially adult. Is there anyone? Great. So the story was same with me. Although like many of us, I was officially 18 on 18. I was 18 already at 16 years of age. That's the different part. So 18th birthday, and at my 18th birthday, I was excited. Yeah, like, new city, no friends, no family, first time away from house, and I was excited that someone is going to call me, someone is going to wish me. And I waited for around 5-6 hours. It was almost 7 a.m. in the morning, and I got no calls. At 7:30, my parents called me. I received their call. I was like, thanks, okay, take it, bari. And I was waiting for someone to call. I was waiting for someone else to call me. And to my bad luck, I received no calls that day. I had a lot of friends, okay? I had a lot of friends. So on my 18th birthday, what happened is, because I got no calls, I started crying. It was sudden rush of human emotions. I felt very bad. I cried all night. I celebrated my 18th birthday with a gift of tears, as you say. I call them gifts because they paved the path for new me. And something took birth in me, I feel, that day. And that is a new hunger to be loved. I realized that you can be followed, you can be liked, but to be loved is a different league. And that day I decided to do something that someday people will start loving me. Thanks. Now, loving me is not like a girl loving me. It was in general, someone should love me. And because I was RJ, all I knew was talking on air, sounding good on air. And I decided to put my heart and soul in what I do. That is obviously my radio show. When I started hosting my radio show in a city called Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, my show was evening show, 5 to 9. When I started working at that radio station, that show was one of the least heard show, and I made that one of the most hit show in less than 4 months. This is because I just decided to put my heart and soul in what I do. That does miracles, in fact. So I was good on air. I finally started getting my payments. I decided to buy my own house, and a devil called EMI entered my life. That's a burden too heavy to carry, because every month you cannot act free. I'll leave the job, go home. That's not going to happen because EMI is there. Now everything was going fine, and that's when God plays. You know, to make a beautiful omelette, first you need to break an egg. The same is with us. To bring the best out of us, we need to break ourselves. And God is easy. God let the destiny do its job. Our destiny is enough to break us. And exactly when I was thinking everything is going great in life, because my true potential was yet waiting for me to unleash, God decided to break me one more time. I'll never forget that day, the day that changed my life forever. Probably that day is the reason I'm standing in front of you today. Every day morning, I went to my office, taking my bath, went there and having coffee and all that. And my boss calls me in a conference room. All the bosses in the world have very serious faces. I don't know what's the reason of that. But sometimes I feel to be a boss is that you need to look very serious, and you should be able to manipulate people. So my boss calls me. He was like, Soham bhai, you're not working out. Do one thing, you leave the job. I was like, sir, EMI. Leaving the job, going back in my home city, I bought a house. What am I supposed to do of the EMIs? I said, what's the reason? At least I deserve a reason. Because even girlfriends, when they break up, they usually give you a reason. So this is about job, just give me a reason. And so the reason that I got was quite funny. He said, yeah, you sound very good on air. There's no big deal about that. Your show is one of the most listened show. But yeah, you're not famous on social media. I was like, it makes no sense. I'm RJ. My job is to talk good, not to be active on social media. But then he started yelling at me. That was the first time ever out of my school, someone yelled me in front of, 50, 60 people. And that day as a boy, I realized, I guess all boys will agree to this, something is more important than love and care, and that is respect. That day, I felt that I should be respected. And you know what? If you want a boy to do best of his life, don't give him any motivational books, don't send him any quotes, just insult him once. So what I was saying is insult. Insults have a tremendous power. They bring something out of you that you never imagined. How many of you have been insulted some point in your life? Everyone, right? Yes. The question was, what am I supposed to do on social media? How am I supposed to get some views? I had 600 followers on my Instagram account back then. And because I knew that I wanted to be respected and loved. If you want to snatch someone's heart, you have to give one. So I decided that the only way that the people will love me or respect me is to add some values in their lives. And I started making motivational videos on my Instagram account. Because in my days of struggle, I had no friend. I had no one who could guide me. So I thought maybe I could be one in someone's journey if I am spreading some positivity. So that's how my Instagram journey started. I uploaded my first video, and I had 600 followers. It had 700 views. I was on 7th heaven already. I was like, this is working. And I continued it for a while, and let's say about 15 days, I had around 30 to 40K followers on my Instagram account. So when I finally started working in social media, I realized that what is it to be loved, what is respected. Even today when I was at backstage, few guys came to me, they said that I used to watch your motivational videos and we missed them. It means a lot to me because probably those few words is everything that I ever craved for. So starting with this social media numbers, and I started making social media videos, I left my job because I started making money on social media, obviously. And I started roasting people. So now people may think that, yeah, respect, he's talking so much and now he's roasting people, what nonsense he's talking about. But this transition took place in me because I realized that humor has the power to transform someone's mind in a very subtle way. So you can talk motivation all day, people will be inspired. 5 minutes afterwards, everyone is the same as they were. But when you crack a joke, when you make someone laugh and you put some message in it, that just transforms them. And that's exactly what I wanted to do with roasting. I wanted people to know about our culture, I wanted people to respect our culture, I wanted people to know about my country, but I also wanted to make them laugh. So I decided to roast all those elements that were against all of this, and that's what I still continue till date. God has blessed me with the ability to plant a thought in someone's head. I think it's such a blessing as a social media creator. All of us, all the content creators, are blessed because we have that ability that we can teach someone the way to think. Now, if I have that power to plant some thought in someone's head, I must make sure that it's a noble one. It's something that uplifts them. And that has been my constant effort in every single of my video that I keep on doing. Moving forward, guys, this is especially for boys. Some keynotes that I like to take away from my life. Pain is a wonderful teacher. How many of you have felt pain in your life? I guess it's everyone. And pain works in miraculous ways. As I said, pain is necessary. You must learn to embrace it. And all the boys in this room, you are on your own. You for you, and it's you versus you. Coming back to roasting, I roast in Marathi, my lovely language. And the reason I continue to do so, it has a wonderful story, because every one of us, even when today I'm speaking in English, although I'm thinking in Marathi, we always think in our mother tongue. I wish I could, I said after this, don't worry, I won't disappoint. So where I was, so I was talking about Marathi. I wanted to connect people right through their heart, and the mother tongue is the only way. So I still continue to do so in Marathi. As I said, guys, pain is necessary. You must learn to embrace pain. Point number 2 that I would like to say, you're always alone, but you are not alone if you love the person you're alone with. I was alone, but I loved the person that I was alone with. I had a very great time. I'm thankful to God that He blessed me with such a lonely time, because it is in loneliness a man is built. It is in loneliness when you really realize your potential. And these are different aspects of this little lotus that is still blooming, because I feel my best is yet to come. I'm just 24, come on guys. And my best is yet to come. So today I would like to say every one of you, all the pain that you face, especially boys, all those breakups, all those ridiculous texts that you get from girls, learn to embrace it. They'll help you. And whenever you are standing in front of yourself, make sure that you are proud of you no matter what you are. Because if you're proud of you, the world is always, always proud of you. Thank you so much, guys, for inviting me and considering me.